What's up, people? It's your boy, the Kryptonian, saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 373. And gonna say this is a nitpick, and hopefully I don't get like a bajillion people messaging me like I did when I did the whole thing with Nami when they were on Angel Island, back during the Skypiea arc, where I was like, oh, the fan service thing. We got this down blouse shot of Nico Robin, and I don't have a problem with this. Now, I know it's like, oh shit, saying you're a pervert. No, I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm saying, in shonen, fan service, light fan service to moderate fan service is to be expected. And what I like about that is that shot of Robin. It's a direct rip from something that Akira Toriyama did in a Dragon Ball special. So once again, that was Oda paying homage to something Toriyama did, and I know that Oda's a huge Toriyama fan. So that shot with Usopp carrying Robin like that, and like the down blouse shot, it's eerily similar to one of the shots. If I can find one of the specials and kind of put up that screenshot, I will. If not, trust me on that. So I love this chapter, and the reason why is Oda, without getting too deep into the whole philosophical stuff, Oda drops a huge one on us, okay? And what I'm referring to is the fact that Sanji, after bursting in like this, okay, Sanji basically gets into this huge debate with Rob Lucci, where Rob is like, look, I don't think you understand. This chick, her burden is, from the moment she was born with the ability to burn the world into ashes with the knowledge that she requires. And her burden is she has to disappear. But it's a good thing that she didn't die out 20 years ago, because the world government will torture her and wring out every drop of information. And it's going to be an excruciating, painful death for when she finally dies after we get all the information. Sanji, Sanji being the guy that he is, okay? Very ironic where Sanji says, my parents did a horrible job raising me, and yet it looks like you're a pretty stand-up dude. Now, that could be to say, well, two things. One, I don't remember Sanji talk. I remember Sanji saying he's from, I believe, the North Blue, but I don't believe Sanji's talked too much about his parents. So this is, in the same chapter, we get something about Nico Robin. We're getting something about Sanji as well. But I don't know if that's Sanji saying because they did such a shitty job raising him, that's where he got his values, and maybe that's why him and Zeph, they kind of click like that, because Zeph was like a father to him. So I could see something like that, because like for me, that's something where me having an absent father, I actually got a lot of my cues on what it means to be a man from somebody else. So I could see something like that, okay? I could definitely see something like that with Sanji, but we'll have to wait and see where Oda takes this. Again, Oda's won my respect looking at his stuff from a craft perspective. He's not going to waste certain sentences and actions and everything. And speaking of actions, okay, Frankie, if he doesn't join the crew, I'm going to be so fucking disappointed, because Frankie, just like Sanji, and I'm going to get to philosophical stuff in a second. I have to talk about Frankie real quick. Just like Sanji, Frankie get shit done, okay? It looks like Frankie was getting, taken out by Nero, right? And the whole time Frankie had the fucking plan. Like, I'm about to fall. And then he flips over and he uses those legs to pin this dude down. And he hits him with the hammer punch and knocks this dude from the top of the train down to where Sanji and them are. And that was so fucking awesome. Like, when that happened, I said, oh shit. Like, that was so fucking awesome. It's not as badass as Sanji just kicking the CP7 cook from one end of the car all the way into CP9's car. That wasn't as badass, because you gotta remember, that went from Sanji's car to where Nero was supposed to be into their car. Like, that was so badass. That was pretty fucking cool. And I like how what we see with Rob Lucci, where Rob basically shows up and he's like, Khalifa, go tell the land director, this dude, fodder, he's a work in progress, I have no use for his ass, too weak. And that's when, right away, Rob Lucci gets this dude the fuck out of here. That was pretty cool. Now, the philosophical thing, and this is probably going to be a huge crux of my review. Oda drops us the bombshell where he says, shouldn't we eliminate her from humanity if she has such a terrible power? And it really brings into question something, okay? Where you have to ask yourself, is one life better for humanity if it's taken? Or should we treat that one life like Sanji does, where he says, killing this person regardless of the reason is wrong? I mean, that is a huge philosophical debate. I mean, this brings up the whole thing with killing. And I like the fact that Oda's addressing this now, because one of the gripes I've had about Oda is like, oh shit, why isn't he killing anybody? Like, certain characters should be dead, okay? Like, they should be long gone. Like, he's doing the Hiro Mashima thing where Hiro is just like, he kills people, brings them back, or he kills them, but they're not really dead. And it's really fucking annoying, okay? And I like how Oda is just putting this in here. It's almost like he's talking to the fans and saying, I don't kill, but if I do kill, best believe there's going to be some significance behind it, because that's essentially what's going on here. Is Rob Lucci is saying, if we do kill Nico Robin, and I feel like this is Oda using Lucci to speak to the readers. If I do kill Nico Robin, this is going to be significant. It's going to be impactful. And if you look at Usopp saying, do you think the crew could go on knowing that one of their crewmates is no longer here? So Oda is setting it up. It's like right there, he's talking to the reader, but at the same time, he's using the plot to speak to the characters. And if indeed, okay, I know that Nico Robin looks like Usopp manages to grab her and they get out, Frankie's going to cut the car, which means, okay, that's going to be pretty interesting. I'll touch on that in a second. But what's very telling about this is the fact that Nico Robin, she's already got it set up in her head that she's willing to die. So now Oda's added in another complex thing, sacrifices. You know, is it the noble thing to sacrifice yourself for people that you love? Is it the noble thing to give your life so this catastrophe never happens? Should you take that life so this catastrophe never happens? I mean, Oda's bringing up some very deep points, whether or not killing is justified at any point. And the reason why I said I want to touch on the train car and everything later is, if Frankie does cut it off, that means Luffy and the others, they're going to get caught up, okay? And if they get caught up, then we could definitely see a scenario where they turn back. However, I think Luffy's got it in his head, we're going to the fucking lobby, regardless. And at this point, if you've got Robin, what motivation do you have? What motivation do you have? Maybe it's to stop CP9. I don't know. But this is telling. And I don't think Oda's done with this whole thing of when is it okay to kill. So I'm going to end the chapter review here. I'm going to ask my question, and this is going to be a deep one. Do you think killing is ever okay? And do you think that, if you do think that killing is okay, what justifies a kill? What justifies killing in your opinion? I know this has potential to go somewhere else with it, so try to keep it in line, guys. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share. As always, guys, thank you for watching Kryptonian Saiyan. Have an awesome day, people.
Are you